He's here!
Cyrano?
Cyrano.
The movie, for me, is very much about human connection, about how we connect with each other and how we often fail to connect with each other. And or rather being in the middle of the pandemic, that felt like it was a very necessary film to make. I guess the biggest change for a modern audience is that we don't have a actor with a long prosthetic nose on his face. Instead, we have Peter Dinklage playing the role and without a nose. And that felt to me to give the piece a kind of a sort of modern authenticity.
I'd give anything for someone to say.
Doing a musical felt like a natural progression from Anna Karenina. I always felt Anna Karenina was kind of a ballet. So doing a musical, and I used the same choreographer, Sidi Larbi Shakawi, who's a Belgian choreographer. He did Anna Karenina and he did this, and we've done other pieces of work. So the dance side of it felt quite natural.
I need something to die for, write poems and cry for, and I won't be ashamed.
So so the idea though with this was to have all the singing done live on camera. None of it was to playback, so that it had an authenticity again, and I wanted to create a kind of intimacy. And I didn't want this kind of idea that you had dialogue, and then they suddenly stop talking and start singing in a kind of declamatory manner. But I wanted this kind of fluidity between the two modes of expression, so that they just breathed and began to sing their emotions instead of speak them. As a director, you have many different tools at your disposal. You can choose different lenses, different movements, different ways of cutting, but also certainly colour is one of those tools, and colour has a very strong impact on feeling. So one uses colour to try and dramatize in colour the emotions of the scene. Especially this one, when I'm using kind of references in the costumes, for instance, from kind of very modern fashion designers like Alexander McQueen, John Galliano and people like this, combined with the sort of costumes of the 1640s through to the 1720s, painters like Watteau and Fragonard and so on. So it's really a fantasy of a period rather than a specific attempt at historical accuracy. Every movie I make is accompanied by certain questions about what it is to be human and how we can strive to be better humans. And these are questions I'm asking myself through the process of making the movie. I don't really make films to, about what I know. I make films about what I want to know. And I hope to take the audience on that journey with me. And they can find their own answers and maybe find something that might enrich their experience.
Dear Roxanne.